¡Hola! ¡Hola! Dios mío. Está alto, está alto, está alto. ¡Hola! Dios mío. Dios mío, se está escuchando por todos lados. ¡Hola! Dios mío. Dios mío, se está escuchando por todos lados. ¡Hola! ¡Ah! ¡Ah! Ya, cállate. Vale, perdón. La madre. Bueno, empezamos el juego. Madre. Madre. Espérate, voy a beber agua. Escúchame. Bof. ¡Ay! Creo que tengo la garganta inflamada. Tengo la muela a la virule. Una a la virule. Y cómo me voy a putísimo meter el juego por el coño metido gordo así. Lo jugué en su momento. Está subido al canal, creo. Pero no todo. Porque dije... Así que esta vez nos lo vamos a pasar. Nos lo vamos a pasar enterito. Y vamos a decir... Y yo, no ve. Así que... My goodness. What the... Vale. Nudillos crujidos. Boca aclarada. Racismo intensificado. Vamos a por ello. Creo que le voy a bajar el volumen al sonido porque está como altísimo. No entiendo el puto volumen de la música, tío. Me estoy quedando sordo. ¡Ah! No sé, da igual. No partida. Oh, vale. Selecciona arquetipo. ¿Me puedo crear mi propio personaje? Ya me lo he jugado, ya sé de qué va. Ya sé cómo funciona esto. ¿Me lo hago como yo? ¿O me hago un chava? Me voy a hacer un chava. A ver. Vamos a quitarle de momento todos los puntos. Todo fuera. Todo fuera. ¿Qué quiero? Quiero ser inteligente. Quiero ser un puto camión. Quiero ser un... Sensibilidad. Tu inteligencia emocional. No tengo. Tu fuerza física, tampoco. Tu agilidad. Capacidad de razonar. Ahí está. Me dejo con un 1 en todo, en plan. ¿Habla aleatorio? No. Maestro de la psique. Yo diría que full intelecto. Voy a hacer un nerge. Voy a hacer un nerge, espera un momento. Voy a hacer un nerge, por lo tanto. Esto a tope. De la psique. 2. 2. Constitución. No tengo. Así. Más o menos, en plan. Constitución, soy una basura. Motricidad. Me sé mover. La psique. Y soy un nerge. Soy un nerge. Soy un nerge. Soy un nerge. A ver. Habilidades principales. La chocha de mi hermana. Escúchame, hay mucho texto, ¿verdad? En plan, resumen. Retórica. Practica el arte de la persuasión. Disfruta de las conversaciones intelectuales y rigurosas. Oh, no. Espérate un momento. ¿Papá? ¿Ah? Pues no sé. ¿Quién va ahí, plan? ¿Que quién va ahí?
No, por preguntar, porque no sé. Vale. Venga.
Bueno, pues una solución. Teatralidad. Nah. Y... Voy full lógica. No, no es que full lógica, es conocimiento, ¿no? En plan, un nerd que es conocimiento, ¿verdad? Tío, no me acordaba de los... No me acordaba de los dibujos, tío, los dibujos están muy chulos. Savoir Fire. ¿Eh? Yo diría que enciclopedia, ¿verdad? A ver. Friki de las curiosidades. Ya está. Ya está, en plan. Saca esto pillado. ¡Yo! A ver. Oh, Dios mío, por favor. ¿De verdad? ¿Tú eres quien quiero que es, de verdad? En plan. ¿Tanto os aburrís? En serio.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
¿Quién soy? Sé quién eres, no te hagas la tonta. Sé quién eres. Me llamo Teresa, ya. ¿Qué estás con la señora, no? ¿En tu casa o en su casa? Ya le baneé. No por nada malo. Simplemente porque no. ¿Te tengo que banear a ti también? Pregunto serio. No sé, no creo que... ¿Cómo vas a saber quién soy? Ay, la madre. Me meto aquí. Instagram. Ah. Ah. ¿Por qué me meto en tu perfil y eres efectivamente? Ay. Tan solo no me deis por culo, en serio. Pido tanto. Tan solo dejarme tranquilo. En serio. No vengáis a dar por culo, anda. Quedarse tranquilita. Transcurre un lapso de tiempo indeterminado. Totalmente desprovisto de conflicto. Contenido libre de exmujeres. ¿Qué?
It is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. All right. Nothing down to fuck all, borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
¿Qué digo?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Dios mío.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice can name a motor carriage.
Nerge total, Escúchame, ¿qué es esto? Oh my god, Johnny. Vale, en plan. Una botella enorme de Comodo rojo. Está vacía. El magnetófono está encendido, pero no tiene cinta. ¡Y yo!
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Al
The
final del día, ¿no?
blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have
Ole.
in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns.
Vale.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Oh.
It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Vaya nerge, Che, me he hecho un putísimo nerge, tío. Me he hecho un putísimo nerge. Hay varias botellas de la bañera. Vino, cerveza y licores dulces. A ver.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no.
No.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Whoa.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Yo. Espérate. Espérate. Hostia, tío, de verdad. Vale, sigamos.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Joder.
Behold,
Dios.
you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Que Dios me asista. ¿Pero esto qué es?
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Es una mueca de
You
dolor.
are correct. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Me gusta la música disco, eso lo sé.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
¿Eh?
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Clac, clac. Así la adopté.
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
No. De momento aún no. Vale, está chocheando. Oh, los zapatos, de verdad. Oh, Dios mío. Escúchame. De hora, 19 grados. ¿Qué? Guau, guau, guau. Marcas halógenas. Imaginación vívida. Vale. Ah, que tengo un zapato. ¿4 horas y media? ¿Cómo? -1 de lógica. No. Espérate. Para. ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué -1 de lógica? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo se cierra esto? ¿Qué gilipolleta, tío? ¡Pasa! 12 grados. A ver. Bueno, lo que hay aquí, tú, espérate. ¿Qué día hay hoy? En marzo del año 51. ¿Pero qué día? Claro, no sé qué día. Vamos a ver la señora.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No. Because you're a police officer, sir.
Ah.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
¿Todo ese tiempo?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
¿Qué
Couldn't
asunto
say.
es eso?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking.
Aquí está.
But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
¿Cómo? Sugestión. ¿Puedo ligar con ella? No me acuerdo de este juego, tío. Voy a que no sepa dónde estoy, quién soy, aunque sepa cómo suena.
Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Ya.
She nods.
Good monologue.
Obviamente no voy a ligar con ella, ¿no?
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Vaya.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Adiós. Todavía está humeando. Lol. Bueno. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué hay aquí. Estoy muy callado porque este juego va de callarse y leer. Es la edición del fin de semana del periódico satírico Trompelemonde. Vale. Doble clic y corro. Vale, vale, vale. Hay algo en la mesa. ¡Dios! 0,40 reales. Vale, vale, vale. Ay, he salido sin querer. Mierda, pensaba que sabría simplemente. ¡Mierda! Oh, my goodness. El olor de la visa medina te provoca náuseas. Vamos a por eso. ¿Esto qué? ¿Y otro zapato? Ah.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are.
Sí.
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Vale, doble clic y corro. Entendible. Aquí me he saltado también. Esto.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. What do you mean? Assess the damage. How would you
Escúchame, he
do that?
sacado un doble
What
1.
are you even trying to do?
Pero como he sacado un doble 1, ¿qué? ¿Qué? Visión espacial 6 y saco un doble 1. ¿Qué suerte? ¿Por qué siempre tengo mala suerte en todos los putos dados?
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Hostia, me voy a cagar en su puta madre, tío. Me voy. I'm bad head up. Me cago en la madre. ¿Y este quién es? No me acuerdo, creo que este era el acompañante. Mi ayudante, creo. No me acuerdo, no me acuerdo en nada. La puerta de verano permanecerá cerrada durante el invierno. Si tiene sentido. Esa es la tilde para la letra. El micrófono. La música está empapada por la estética.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Sí, también cierto. A ver. Karaoke. Mapa. Ventanas rotas. Visión espacial fácil. Ventanas rotas. Visión espacial fácil. Doble 1. Dinero. Yuagua, para cantar cerca de algo tendrás que encontrar primero una cinta trágica y después de reproducir en el magnetófono portátil para aprender la letra. Cuando estés listo, pídele a la gente de... Vale, hazte con la cinta que contenga un tema tristón. ¡Ole! Que tengo aquí, por cierto, así los zapatos. Antes de nada voy a ver todo esto. ¿Ah? El menú de ayer lo escribió una mujer, el de hoy tiene letra de hombre. Bueno, escúchame. O sea, ¿qué coño viene, Monster? Comedor reservado por los miembros del sindicato. Apertura a las 4. Una máquina de pinball royal está desconectada. Voy a hablar con el... Espérate. La puerta está cerrada con llave. Bonito dice cocina de reserva personal hasta la 1. ¿Y mi pensamiento? ¿Y mi pensamiento? Bueno.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Ese
Could
tono.
the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here. No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. Mm-hmm.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Escúchame, soy un puto nerge. Soy un puto nerge. He clavado, tío.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Uh.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Vale, tío. En plan... Gilipollas, tú muerto. Me va a hacer chocho.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Sí, básicamente, ¿no?
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Yeah.
A bespectacled man in
Hola,
an
Grim.
orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Mago.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Soy de la 41. 41st?
You realize he is waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
92. Alta. Tengo abstracción 7. Como me salga un doble 1, me cago en su puta madre.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Pues sí, ¿no?
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
Okay.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
Vale.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Asistente del tutor. ¿Qué? Vale. Interroga al gerente, examina el cuerpo, denuncia la evidencia de tu placa. Vale. Asistente tutorial. Vete a la mierda, asistente tutorial, mis cojones. Uy. ¿Puedo hablar con el gerente? El petardo este de mientras.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
Perdón.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, But it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Escúchame, a mí no me habla así.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco
Hostia,
Negro,
tío.
sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Me suda la polla lo que hayas hecho. Yo soy policía. Yo vengo a hacer cosas. Tonto.
thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Soy feminista. Soy feminista.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Let's go.
Vale.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
¿Qué? Vaya.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Quedas detenido. Quedas detenido. No. ¿Cuánto le deba?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. What are you, a philosopher?
De hecho.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real.
Vaya.
I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have?
It does, doesn't it?
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Va a pagar él, el monstruo.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Métete este sitio por el culo.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Vale.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
A ver. Eh, 6 horas y 5 minutos. A ver. ¿Quién denuncia el qué? Ponte todo contando. Sí. Vale, la radio. Que tengo que pagar. Bueno. O no. ¿Tengo que pagar? O no. No te digo. Está guapo el símbolo de esquizofrenia y paranoia. Está chulo, está chulo. El Yaga. ¿Qué pasa, Juan? ¿Cómo te va la vida? How your life? Una montaña de nieve se derrite en la carretilla. Atención que tira. Vale. ¡Puta policía! Acaba. Cerdo fuera. Vamos para el coche, ¿no?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
¿Dónde? Aquí.
Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something, the soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Alice, mostra.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
Son franceses. Me acuerdo, son franceses.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
No, 10-4, 10-5.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Eh,
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
es él.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you
Dick
think?
Mullen. Me llamo Dick Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the
No, no.
name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Ah. Claro, Dick Mullen, en plan.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Cállate, Jim. Jim. Big que mare. Big que mare.
Satellite Officer
Allez.
Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and
Estoy
adds
tocando
that this
cosas.
tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Chupa la polla. Paso,
10-4,
tío.
I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Vale.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen
Escúchame,
lost his
Chester.
badge.
Chester McLean. O sea, Chester. Chester, como te pille por la calle. Te puto,
What's going
te
on?
puto pateo.
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too. Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Even before you can get the words out,
Hostia,
everything gets
tío.
scrambled in your brain.
Ay. ¿Por qué saca un doble uno? Otra. O sea, ¿puedo ver las tiradas? ¿Se puede ver de alguna manera las tiradas? Porque me quedo chupada en la polla.
He says he didn't lose his gun, or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun, not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco hit him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his ass, but he still got his wiener. Oh man.
¡Si conserva la
I'm
chorra!
going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going to say that.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over.
Oh, me suda la polla.
He says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
Pisa huevos.
Fire, water? He's lost it. Fuck it, tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
Vale.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Hay gente. Ay.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Hostia. Hostia, tío.
10-4.
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that
Pero dejadme saber dónde vivo.
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand?
Ah!
He's hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. 10-4,
Uy, perdón.
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting the
Vete a la mierda, Jem.
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says... So, was there anything else?
No.
Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Vale, espérate.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's gonna drink it all.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said... Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Vale.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The union would get angry. You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Vale.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. It's just... Was there anything else? No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
Vale. Sindicato y costa.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Ooh.
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar into this. It's none of your business.
A ver. No y sí. Yo estoy investigando. O sea, en realidad me da igual. Pero es investigación. Porque si ese señor Sigarte me ha mentido sobre esto, ¿sobre qué no me ha mentido? ¿Me entiende?
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Solamente estoy preguntando. I'm only asking.
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
Sí, bueno.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is.
Claro.
There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Qué asco, ¿no?
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
Yeah.
I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains." Very nice visuals there.
Vale, no sé, bueno, ¿qué pasó con mi arma?
No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore.
There are way more inventive ways than a gun to leave this world.
También.
There is silence on the other end of the line.
Me neither.
Yeah.
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me,
Eso
I
de
did
nivel,
not ask.
La había empeñado.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on, the disco things. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
She doesn't have a problem with you. With someone else.
¡Ah!
Some other guy. Like Gart. You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
¿Qué? Sí.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head?
True.
You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God.
Me voy a meter de puño con el guarro.
Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
No. What?
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? No me está gustando por donde está tirando esto, mierda. Me he metido donde no me he metido donde no debía.
Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
What? What is it?
Paul was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to God now.
Vale.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Vale, voy a sacar la
A
caja.
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
Voy a cogerlo todo,
The
¿no?
pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Vale.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio.
Ya me llevo
on its
20
hook.
minutos en el coche.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Vale.
Translation: we're not going anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Alternative translation: don't even think you can drive my MC.
Ya. Vale, pues... Momento, subida de nivel. Sepa. Tengo ya mucha enciclopedia. Tiramos por la teatralidad. Me gusta la teatralidad. Ole. Vale, herramientas. Herramientas tengo... Palanca, cortaperros y una linterna. Vale. Y de esto, ¿quién denunció el crimen? Tenemos que saber quién coño ha hecho el crimen. El crimen. El cuerpo de la víctima, que es lo principal. El crimen, el cuerpo. Encontrar mi placa, mi arma. Y hablar con el gilipollas del Garte. Aquí manda. Vamos a hablar con el gilipollas de Garte. Vale, gilipollas. No sé si es tonto. A lo mejor tonto soy yo. Tú, putero de mierda.
Can I help you? God.
No.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
No tengo nada.
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
¿Por qué el Silvi el zorrón?
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel. Huh?
Yeah, this feels right. It feels wise. Good setup. Now speak the real shit.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
¿Qué más quieres? No quiero.
The man leans his hands on the counter and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
Uf.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning she left.
Hija de puta, ¿no?
I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even... Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Ole.
Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Vale. Va a ser una de constitución. Me da potencia. Vale, ha dicho que teníamos que ir. A ver. Vamos a salir, tenemos que dar la vuelta. No. Es por aquí, ¿no? Rue de Saint-Guichen 8B. Vale, vamos al patio. Vamos a quitar ya esto, ¿no? Porque en plan... Tengo que hacer esto ya. Chave, niño, deja de tirarle cosas.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Sí, también.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Legendaria, tú. Vale.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Vale, necesito algo para... pistas. Pistas.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Maybe more than 12. No, 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
400 millones.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Una pesada.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? A woman? Or a kid? Understood. Anything else? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor? Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Mm-hmm. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Vale, de momento no sabemos nada. No se puede ir por aquí. Damos la vuelta. No voy a hablar con el niño, ¿no?
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness.
Pero pobre chaval. ¿Pero por qué te metes con él?
Oh yeah, Nappa Goofy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Aquí está. No.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
Qué marica.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Yo lo he intentado. Me voy. Yo lo he intentado. Y no. Vale, vamos a hablar con el gerente y le vamos a decir: ¡Chocho! ¡Chocho, la llave!
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to...
Well,
Ay, perdón.
yes, us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Claro, claro.
What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
True.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them.
Vale, tío.
He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... Fine, okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Vale.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Vale, tengo la llave. Tengo las keys. Vámonos. Vamos a abrir el contenedor. A ver qué tengo que hacer. Sí. A las 6 y son las 11. Queda día, ¿eh?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Ooh.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels mostly. Unidentified sludge and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Vale, tengo interactuar.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Right. What more do you need? A rubber condom stuck to the back. A graffito that says defeated. I think you catch the drift.
Ya, ¿no?
Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. A bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in the back. You see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon
¿Qué hora es,
yellow,
tío? ¿Cuánto llevo, tío?
some bright red.
Llevo 1:40.
All covered in
Creo que lo voy a dejar, ¿eh?
like marching armies. These
Creo que lo voy a
official
dejar.
forms waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, Sex, condition of internal organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Vale. Vale. Lo voy a dejar aquí. La verdad, no me voy ahí. Voy a jugar otra cosa. Es que no estoy para jugar, la verdad. No sé. Me cago en mi puta madre, tío. Ay, ya está, tío, ya está. Ya está. A ver si se viene Sean. A ver si se viene Juan. ¿Qué hago, tío? Voy a jugar al coño de mi hermana, yo qué sé.
¿Qué pasa?
Hombre, ¿qué tal?
¿Qué tal?
Aquí estamos.
¿Con sueño?
Ah.
A ver si duermo hoy 27 horas al día.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Bueno.
Estaba... ¿Qué pasa?
Nada.
Ah, es que como he empezado a hablar y tú... Bueno, ya va a hablar, ¿no? En plan... No sé, estaba... Vaya. Estaba...
Ay.
Ah, ¿qué ha pasado, papi? Ah, pero yo entiendo que...
Bueno.
Hostia, qué pereza, ¿no? ¿Cómo se miraba eso? Ya, happens.
Ay. Y mira que aquí sigo, intentando ir para adelante.
Laura...
La he bloqueado, sí. La he
Ah, vale,
baneado,
vale.
la he baneado.
He sido a buscar a ver cómo se hacía eso.
La he baneado, pero igualmente, tío, es que ya da igual, tío.
¿Pero está en directo?
Sí.
Sí. Oh, sí, total.
Es que me suda la polla. Pero,
Eso te iba a preguntar, ¿qué?
o sea, tío, tengo ganas de directo, tío, pero ha sido como a tomar
Ya,
por
se te quitan
culo el
las
día.
ganas de todos.
Ay. Y está jugando al Disco Elysium, que ya lo he empezado.
Te he dicho.
Y...
Que ha sido como... Y yo, que sí, que tiene esquizofrenia, ya lo sé.
Está guapo el juego, a mí me gusta mucho, tío.
Sí, a mí no me va mucho ese rollo, pero sí, la verdad que, o sea, tiene...
A ver,
Es impresionante.
es cierto
En
de
plan,
que
¿sabes?
el cómo se explica y es como muy... ¿O te gusta o no?
Sí, no, pero, o sea, pero aunque no, o sea, aunque no me vaya ese rollo, quiero decir, o sea, juego la polla. O sea,
No, o sea, hay conversaciones contigo mismo y que son guapísimas.
y todo está doblado, tío.
Y todo, o sea, bueno, la voz no, pero la voz me gusta mucho la voz en inglés.
No,
Está...
pero me refiero a eso, o sea, que está rollo, que
Sí, que
todo
está...
está con actores de doblaje.
Sí, sí, y también todo está traducidísimo y traducido súper bien. O sea,
Ya,
¿cómo se dice cuando traducen algo?
la traducción.
No, la localización.
Eso.
La localización de la traducción, chapó, la verdad, porque hay cosas de que... Bueno, supongo que habrá cosas que no serán iguales,
No, o sea, pero esa es la gracia de la traducción.
pero está muy chulo, está
Sí,
muy chulo.
sí, está guay,
Y las
tío. Y
conversaciones
además
que...
es que
Las
todas las cosas,
Sí, las conversaciones que tienes contigo mismo y que te hablen los objetos y que tengas conversaciones con, yo qué sé. Está muy chulo ese juego. Y el arte es lo guapo, el arte está muy chulo.
Sí. Parece un poco, ¿sabes qué arte parece? Parece el arte de los cómics de Portal y de Half-Life, tío.
No me acuerdo cuáles son ese arte, la verdad.
No sé, pero sí, o sea, es como...
Estoy haciendo directo de una pantalla en negro y nosotros dos hablando. Hacemos un
Ah,
podcast.
¿quiere que te pase la canción del tiburón de los junkies?
Hacemos un podcast.
¿Hacemos un podcast? Nada, en plan... ¿Qué pasaste, tío? Espera.
Voy a